Child, let's get into it. Let's talk about Jennifer and all this negativity and shit that's coming out about her. Or she addressing the haters. Whatever, girl. Anyway, so it says that J-Lo has addressed negativity in the world in her new subscriber email on Thursday amid Ben Affleck's split rumors. So her new sci-fi film Atlas held the #1 spot on Netflix's English films list and remained the streaming platform's most watched title for the second week in a row per Netflix stats. In a message shared on the J-Lo newsletter on June 5th, Lopez wrote, "I just found out some great news and it's all because of you. Atlas is #1 worldwide again this week. Thank you all so much. It may seem like there's a lot of negativity out in the world right now, but don't let the voices of a few drown out that there is so much love out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all so much." Now, for those of you who have not seen Atlas, she is a producer of the film and she plays Atlas Shepard, described as a brilliant but misanthropic data analyst with a deep distrust of AI. The futuristic movie's plot involves saving the future of humanity from AI. And I'm still trying to figure out, did they actually save the future of humanity from AI? Because I don't think they did. It just felt like I was watching, one of those typical sci-fi action, like everything that was in it, I felt like I already seen. It looked like literally a ripoff of Aliens, Pacific Rim, so many other movies that I had already seen done better. I mean, it was entertaining, but it's not, in my opinion, a movie that I'm going to watch multiple times. And a lot of times when I watch certain films, if I like an action movie, horror movie, whatever the case is, if I really like the movie, I'm going to watch it multiple times. Atlas is not going to be one of those movies I watch multiple times. And then on top of that, I really don't trust Netflix. And I'm sure, yay, she's #1 in 50-something all countries, which we talked about a couple of episodes ago, because it seemed like every episode we talk about Jennifer on here. And when she, in regards to that situation, I just feel like, what is the numbers? Because you ain't tell us what the numbers are. I don't be trusting the numbers or whatever the case is over there at Netflix. And I've heard that what Netflix does is they count the ratings as the amount of minutes that are watched of a movie. So you could watch the movie and fall asleep on it, it'll still count. You could watch 10 minutes or 15 minutes or maybe even 5 minutes of the video or a half an hour, however much, and they count that as a view. So I don't know. I don't trust it in that way when they're counting numbers and data and all that other stuff. They also said The Mother, Lopez's action film from May 2023, became a massive hit for Netflix last year and is currently at #9 on the list of the platform's most watched movies of all time. Though Lopez did not clarify what negativity she was speaking about in her memo to fans, the release of Atlas came amid speculation about her marriage with Ben Affleck. Sources have told people their relationship is not in the best place as the pair are living separately in recent at least in recent weeks, sorry. So it says, and then also we know about the canceling of this tour, instead to spend time with family and friends, but we already know the tea, and nobody's buying it to spend with time with family and friends because of the tickets with ticketing. Trust and believe, she would not be wanting to spend time with them kids and her friends. She'd be out there getting ready for this tour. The reason why the tour isn't no longer happening is because y'all wasn't buying the tickets. Because I feel like, and this is no shade, this is me being honest. Maybe there'll be a little shade thrown in depending on how it comes out this mouth of mine. But I feel like J-Lo was aged out of the music industry. I feel like people don't know who she is. Yeah, maybe you need to focus on the fans that came up with you, from on the 6 on down. And that whole era. It should have been a greatest hits tour, which is why, you had Madonna's tour was very successful. You got Taylor Swift with the Eras. And let's also not forget Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne has a greatest hits tour right now that is doing exceptionally well. So if you do greatest hits tours, apparently that's what the people want to see. People want to feel nostalgia. People want to feel back they want to feel back. Oh yeah, I remember when she sang, Complicated, Skater Boy, all the other stuff. Yeah, I remember where I was at the time when I heard Skater Boy back in the 2000s. So that's basically where people are now. They don't want the new stuff. I mean, you could do new stuff, and if the younger people are interested in it, then that's fine. But like I said, you need to leave the ballads alone. Because I remember one time, yesterday, not even the other day, it was yesterday, a song from her new album, This Is Me Now, shuffled on my damn thing. I ain't never skipped that shit so fast. I said, wait a minute, let me actually give this song a chance because it just shuffled on my thing. It was one of mid-tempo R&B track. So child, now here this bitch thinking she could sing, and that's what we want to hear. It's like, no. Yes, you worked on your vocals and all the other stuff, but nobody want to hear that. We want taco taco. We want that vibe. We want a vibe where you shaking your hips, you give a choreography, and there's a beat. Faster than 180 beats per minute. Now, now hold on, because here's the other gag, and shout out to Daily Mail over this. So this shit might be happening. The fact that wait, hold on. Oh, I was about to say, did my computer freeze? What happened to my computer? I'm like, what is going on? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Now let me share the screen because I don't know what's happening. I'm like, please do not tell me that this whole thing is going again. Now I don't know if y'all can see it because for some reason it seems like my computer has frozen. Okay. So okay, there it is. But I don't know why I don't see my camera. There goes the house is for sale. The Zillow. Um, so yeah, so they have like the whole yeah. So apparently their mansion, the $60 million mansion, is on Zillow. So that's what's happening at this point. So I guess it's really happening that they could be getting an actual divorce. Hold on, let me refresh this damn thing because why is my computer? Oh yeah, I had to refresh the damn computer because I was like, oh hell no, what happened? I feel like my screen froze. I couldn't see nothing. I was like, let me have the freeze back. So did y'all see the let me know if y'all actually saw the desktop when y'all saw the screen in regards of the house because I may have to go back and look. I was like, you know what? Sometimes it's the internet be internet, and I got the top internet. I got Verizon, bitch, and that shit is expensive. So, but sometimes, the internet be interneting, and oh, okay, so you saw it, so I ain't got to go back and look for it. But good. So now we're back. Now that we're back, I think I gave my overall situation. So yeah, now the mansion is available on Zillow. So they're looking to sell it, the $60 million mansion that they both wind up buying, and it just seems like that the divorce is imminent. I'm glad that she's taking the time to work on the marriage and all this other stuff, as she says, or she's probably getting all her ducks in a row behind the scenes with the lawyer because it seemed like they said that Ben has checked out and she's addressing the negativity. But I'm like, girl, what negativity are you talking about? It just seems like to me that you have not taken responsibility for whatever the issues were that was going on with your career. I just feel like, all the stuff that was coming out with, I think it all started with this whole This Is Me era. People were not buying into the music because you put out music and you took 10 years to release a new album. First of all, that's a whole decade where you missed a whole demographic of new fans to introduce to you as an artist. You was giving music in the late 90s into the 2000s and into the 2010s, sort of, but then after AKA you vanished. You would give like a little song here and there, but you really wasn't giving us what needed to be given in regards to that. So you really didn't grow with it. Like I said, you didn't grow with your audience. Like Madonna, she kept consistently releasing music. Like Taylor Swift, who consistently would release music, or Beyonce, who you weren't out here still giving music while your competition was given stuff. So you're kind of like I feel like you got lost in the shuffle, and you pretty much, like, unfortunately, like Redman and Method Man, you've aged out of the demographic. Now you can still be out here doing your little greatest hits and do a Vegas residency and get people interested in seeing you as a performer because people be like, oh, that's that chick that did that movie. Oh, she sings too. Let me listen to the music. Like there be some people that be gagging over that where it's like, oh, I didn't know that this person from this movie, and it has happened. This person that was in this movie or this person that was in this TV show also makes music. People be surprised by that. So so she's got to rejudge and re-strategize and rebrand. because people ain't caring about the old music and stuff anymore. And I do feel like she can always pretty much do the performance stuff, but at this point, a lot of the fandom, like her fandom is pretty much. I think it stopped after the 35 and older crowd. Like the young kids younger than that ain't really listening to her. But anyway, I say all this to say, what negativity she talking about? Oh, then and now on top of it, and I think on top of it, because I was trying to wrap this up, but before I do, I gotta throw this in. So the negativity, what she's talking about in the world right now, I saw like the stories about on TikTok, where TikTok they despise her. They were going in on how mean she is and posting all the other. So that may have hurt her also. How nasty and rude, so nasty and so rude she is when it comes. Shout out to Nene Leaks. How nasty and rude she is when it comes to dealing with the service industry. We got a story about Zachary Quinto doing the same damn thing. We're gonna bring up in the show later on. How nasty and rude she is to some people, to some of the fans, to regular service workers, to regular people. Once upon a time, she was one, but it seemed like she forgot who she is. She hasn't really humbled herself in a way where she tries to play like she's regular schmegula Jenny from the block, but she's not giving us that. Like you giving us the opposite. Who are you in this generation and time? Like you have to constantly reinvent yourself and the wheel. And regardless of this, if I was her, I would fire Benny Medina because apparently, according to her, Benny talked her into doing this whole be more real and personable and stuff. And I think what she thought he meant by that was let me do this vanity project of this whole this is me now. I said, no, sister, that's not what we meant. Like if you look at the like my generation and a lot of the older people, like when you have the 40s and up and all this stuff also, they're doing TikToks with their kids. They're getting on there doing little dance offs or whatever the case is. So they're being more personable in that way, or they're getting on social media and they're interacting with their fans. Jayla don't do it. She's doing a newsletter. That's like Jennifer Lopez putting out a newsletter to her fans is the equivalent of getting a fax from freaking Dolly Parton. It's like, how is that even like? Who's still signing up to newsletters from a website? That is giving me like pre-internet. It's like, what is that? But I guess if you're a hardcore Jennifer Lopez fan, all three of you, y'all are the ones that are subscribing to it. But I say all to say, let me know what you think of this story down below. Do y'all think that she needs to take accountability for her actions? Do you think that Jennifer Lopez is refusing to accept the fact that, you know what, she want to call it negativity, but it's just like people are being the thing that she's not being, which is real about what's going on with her career. If she was able to take off the rose-colored glasses and see, then she'd be able to course correct and work it out. But she hasn't. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think.